Good morning. It's Saturday, May 28th, 2022, and I'm back with another Twin Flame reading. I'm Brittany. I'm a psychic and healer. I also happen to be a Taurus Sun, a Virgo Rising, and an Aquarius Moon. I'm an INTJ in Gryffindor, too. So, yeah, with that being said, let's jump into the reading. But first, remember, I use she for Divine Feminine and he for Divine Masculine. So, those are not the pronouns to use, and just switch with your own. So the deck you'll be using for Divine Feminine will be the Angel Tarot cards by Radley Valentine. So let's see what's going on with Divine Feminine. First card out for Divine Feminine is Knight of Fire. So what I feel for Divine Feminine is that she's very much in a high vibe energy today. I feel like that after the past couple of days, and she's just like feels very renewed. And Divine Feminine, I feel like again, you feel like maybe you're like thinking maybe this is going to be too short-lived. No, Divine Feminine. For now, you're done with all these downloads, all these realizations, and I feel like it's going to be smooth sailing ahead. But I feel like again, you just have to be adaptable as well. So I feel like again, there's going to be still some sort of grief that you have because you're still going to go through a lot of healing in the Gemini season. But I feel like at the moment, if you're worried about your energy being siphoned, it's not going to happen. I feel like again, the divine is like saying, you know what, take care of you. And I feel like again, you feel the need to be creative. I feel like you feel the need to actually channel your emotions through either poetry, coloring, writing, drawing, painting, sculpting, whatever you use. And if you haven't exactly done that, I feel like again it's time. And I also get for you that you feel very adventurous. So I feel like again you want to expand your horizons, you want to see new things, and I feel like again, I feel like that maybe you might want to travel. So I feel like that maybe it's time for you to take a break, Divine Feminine, because I feel like that you just need to recharge at this moment. Even though you're not sleepy anymore, I feel like again, just recharge and just be gentle with yourself. And the next card is Nine of Air. So I feel like that if you have an association with unicorns, then the unicorns I feel like are going to give you some more downloads and epiphanies. And I also feel as though, yeah, there's like a pure sort of energy. So I feel like, again, Divine Feminine, you're getting in touch with your inner child. And I feel like you're doing some inner child work anyhow. So that could be like a confirmation. And I also feel like there's like a lot of anxiety. And you may be wondering if it's your anxiety, Divine Feminine. I don't think it's your anxiety. I feel like you're kind of like feeling what's going on with Divine Masculine. And I just feel like right now you just got to protect your energy. I feel like you could shield, ground. Maybe some of you are being called to ground, so you may want to go into nature, or you might want to grab a black tourmaline, hematite, obsidian, black obsidian, but also snowflake obsidian. So I do see again, heart chakra activations is going on for Divine Feminine. And what's going on with Divine Feminine, I feel like she's just purging some resentment she may still harbor toward the Divine Masculine. So that's going to be released. And I also feel as though maybe she's also letting go of control. So yeah, even though Divine Feminine is doing well, going with the flow, she still has a lot of anger. And I feel like the anger is just like she feels helpless, she feels powerless, she feels like she has no control over her life. And I feel like don't repress these emotions, Divine Feminine. Honor them, observe them, let them flow. Remember, you're water. And just go with the flow, Divine Feminine. And the next card is Two of Fire. So what I see, Divine Feminine, you may feel as though you're, I feel like that maybe you've actually could be dating a soulmate, or you could be seeing one, or you could be talking to one. So you might be like a little bit anxious about, oh yeah, there's some anxiety for Divine Feminine, but the majority of it belongs to Divine Masculine. I think that Divine Feminine is just like a little bit worried about the future, and she's like wondering, what if I fall for him, and what if I find happiness with this guy, and then my twin flame comes back? I feel like, again, Divine Feminine, just don't worry about the details right now. Just trust the journey. Trust that it's flowing, and that everything will end up being divinely timed. So, and I also feel as though, yeah, you may be wondering if there could be competition. You may be fearing if you're in a love triangle. And these concerns are valid, but at the moment, it's not doing you much good to worry about the future, Divine Feminine. So just put it aside for now. But I feel like, again, I feel like, again, you just feel the need to get out of your situation. Like, you may feel the need to relocate. You may feel the need to What else? Probably, let me see, travel. But I feel like, again, the divine is like giving you like hints and you're not listening. So I feel like, again, divine feminine, just listen, because I feel like the divine is actually talking to you to dreams. I feel like that some of your dreams you remember very vividly, and that's a message. So I feel like that some of you are being called to expand on your psychic powers, like such as I feel like go for the healing. If you feel the need to actually dabble in Reiki, light language, and you just want to learn more about it, then by all means just expand on that particular gift. You also could be feeling the need to get more tarot cards or like probably crystals, and maybe you've been saying, I don't have enough money. But I feel like, again, you're just not trusting the flow, you're not trusting the journey, so just act on the device anyway. The divine will take care of you. There's no need to actually be in control, divine feminine. And the next card is the Seven of Fire. So I feel like, again, I'm mostly seeing dragons. So I feel like, again, divine feminine, you're also getting in touch with your inner strength. You maybe you feel more vibrant. You feel more invigorated. You feel the need to actually take control of your life. And you're like saying, you know what, I can do this. So I feel like divine feminine is encouraging yourself. Words of affirmation. I'm also seeing that if you have a connection with dragons, I feel like the dragons are trying to talk to you, divine feminine. But I also feel as though, yeah, I feel like you're opening your wings. You're trusting in the power of your wings. You'll know that you'll fly high. And you don't have to worry about falling, because you know the divine will always catch you, divine feminine. And I also see that you're also overcoming a lot of challenges right now, especially grounding. I feel like, again, divine feminine, you're taking more care of yourself spiritually. So, yeah. I feel like your energy bodies are also a little overwhelmed because of those light codes that are coming in, divine feminine. So that's why I'm saying resting. Make sure to drink lots of water. And I'm also seeing that root chakra activation. So yeah, that could be why you're having somewhat of a difficulty grounding. So don't exactly, again, don't stress yourself out. Don't overwhelm yourself. Even though you're like in good spirits, you know, one can never be too careful. And the next one is a Five of Fire. Man, there's a lot of so I feel like, again, divine feminine, she may be in some sort of competitive field. She could not be, of course. I feel like, again, this is more like people are vying for divine feminine's hands because she's playing a field right now. She may not exactly want to be taken, but she doesn't. She won't say no to attention. So I feel like, again, divine feminine. I feel like you just got to go with your inner guidance. And I feel like you just want to be, you want to make sure that you're like, if you're with someone, you want to make sure that they're the right fit for you. Like, I feel like, again, divine feminine, you love hard, and you don't exactly want to be in a third party situation anymore. You don't exactly want to be like you don't want to, you have too much self-love for yourself. You will remove yourself in the equation if there is a love triangle, because you're not, you know for a fact that you're not going to actually be in a waiting game. So I feel like, again, divine feminine, I do feel like you're also a little bit assertive right now. And I also feel like still your spiritual guides are like saying that keep going. So your connection with your spirit guides are very strong right now. And I'm also feeling the angels are also blessing you with some clarity. And this clarity, I feel like you're being in the middle of family trauma. It doesn't have to be. You could be just like in the middle of drama, and it's time for you to remove yourself from the equation. Because, again, you just got to protect your energy, divine feminine. And the next card is the Three of Fire. God dang, there's a lot of fire in this reading. So what I see for divine feminine, yeah, you just got to see this from a higher perspective. Just know that I also feel as though some of you are being targeted by haters. Someone may be trying to use black magic on you, or they might be trying to ruin your reputation. So I feel like that's why your angels are telling you just to rest right now, because, again, I feel like, again, yeah, you could be trying to be getting psychically attacked. And, yeah, you just have to defend yourself, divine feminine. You know the divine is always, yeah, the divine will protect you, but also you got to take measurements to protect yourself. And I also feel as though, yeah, I feel as though right now, divine feminine, you could be also getting past life visions of either Avalon, Atlantis, or Lemuria. I feel like that, yeah, I feel like that your Lemurian starseed, Atlantean starseed, or Avalonian starseed, So yeah, I feel like you may be getting visions of those past lives, and I feel like that there's a lot that you were doing in those past lives when it comes to your mission. So you're also getting some balance about what you did. So I feel like, again, Divine Feminine, yeah, I feel like spiritually you're in a very good place, and I feel like there's a metamorphosis going on. So I feel like, again, Divine Feminine, I feel like that's one of the reasons why you're like a little bit overwhelmed. You're going through a huge transformation. A lot of falsehoods are being revealed to you, and you're also going to shed them. So I feel like, again, you're growing a new pair of wings, and you're, again, it's like trying to ride a bike. You're all over again after, you know, I mean, trying to ride a bike for the first time. I mean, that's not the best analogy, but what I'm saying is that you can, just trust in yourself, Divine Feminine. You can do this. I know it's just like, it seems like it's too much right now, but the Divine will never agree to anything you can't handle. And I also see Sacral Chakra activation, so I feel like there's womb clearing going on for Divine Feminine anyway. So yeah, I feel like, again, that's like, you might be, that's why you're having a lot of anxiety, because you're going through a lot of cleansing right now, Divine Feminine. And the next card is the Chariot, Archangel Metatron. So I feel like Archangel Metatron is also overseeing this transformation right now, Divine Feminine. And I'm also seeing that I feel like, again, there's movement happening in your situation with your twin flame. And I feel like, again, you just have to trust that movement. If you look into it right now, I feel like, again, there's not going to be as much movement. But I feel like, again, June is the month of the twins. So I feel like that maybe that's going to have some sort of impact on your situation. But I feel like, for the most part, the angels just want you to focus on yourself. And I also see solar plexus activations going on. So I feel like, again, Divine Feminine, you're also becoming more empowered. You're learning to trust your gut. I feel like your gut instinct is stronger than usual, and you should not disregard it. Because I feel like, again, the Divine is just giving you messages, and now it's the time to listen. And I also feel as though, yeah, the Divine is also moving your life forward. So I feel like, again, you're also going to get some compensation for, you know, your, not compensation, I would say a reward for your hard work and diligence. And I also see horses here. So I feel like, again, Divine Feminine is also clearing freedom blocks stored in her solar plexus chakra. So that's also good. And I also see, wow, I feel like, again, things are a little bit vague for you. You don't exactly know what the Divine is showing you, but again, just trust anyway. And I feel like, again, you might feel the need to control, and I feel like that some of it is influenced by Divine Masculine, but the other part of you is also, you're just being called to just trust. And I know that you're like very willful, Divine Feminine. You know that you're very confident in your own abilities, but just make sure to not to be ruled by pride. And the next card is the Nine of Fire. So I feel like, again, Divine Feminine is, it's just saying, like, don't give up, protect that which you created, have courage, and believe in yourself. So this is very much Divine Feminine. Yeah, again, you could be doubting yourself, Divine Feminine. You may be wondering, what's the point of this journey? You may not want to be on it anymore, but you know that the journey is, even if you say you're going to quit the journey, you're always going to be on the journey. So you just have to learn how to balance. And I do feel as though Divine Feminine is also going through some throat chakra activation. So I feel like, again, Divine Feminine may be having a hard time articulating what she's feeling. She might be wondering, what the heck is going on? And she's like, she doesn't exactly like to feel confused. But I feel like, again, Divine Feminine, that the light is within you. Your light will light the way. You don't exactly have to look for an external source to light the way for you. You have that light. I feel like, again, you're just a little bit panicky. And you just don't know where it's leading to. And even the most claircognizant of Divine Feminines are like saying, I'm just lost right now. So it's everybody's going through it. So you can take some comfort for that. Because, again, we don't know everything the Divine does. If you know too much, you'll try to control things, Divine Feminine. So just, again, that's why you have to relinquish your sense of control. And I also feel as though, Divine Feminine, you're also looking really good these days. I feel like that you're taking care of your parents. You're poor. I feel like, again, you may have actually gotten some sort of massage, probably pedicure, manicure, anything to actually, you know, any meticulous detail to your physical appearance. And I feel like, again, you're just glowing. You're just, wow. And everybody is seeing you as powerful, as a force to be reckoned with. So people aren't, but they're still, yes. So people aren't intimidated by you. So the next card is the Eight of Water. So I feel like, again, Divine Feminine, you just have to, again, I feel like that maybe you could be, how the heck's the word I'm saying? I feel like that maybe you don't have answers right now, but for the meantime, just put them to the side, because these answers will come to you later. If you keep on, don't try to dial into the divine. I feel like some of you might doing it excessively, trying to figure out what's going on. But again, this is a time just to trust. So this is a time to just move on. It's okay. Just the biggest myth about closure is that it's given to you. You just have to find closure within. You're never going to actually always get the answers you want, and sometimes you have to be okay with that. And I'm also seeing that I'm feeling that you're also walking away from your twin flame at the moment because there's something going on, and I think you made the right call. I think someone needed to hear that, because again, this is about protecting your cups. Don't let anybody drink from your cup, Divine Feminine. And the second to last card is Seven of Water. So I feel like, again, Divine Feminine, yes, you have a lot of options when it comes to career, love, and probably when it comes to other things as well. But I do see, again, Divine Feminine, it's a time to actually assess your options, evaluate them. Don't exactly make a rash decision. I know that you want to make the right decision, but sometimes you just have to be studious. You have to be cautious. And I'm not exactly saying from a place of fear, but if you, again, you love yourself. So this is why you have to be careful, because you work too hard to actually be in an energy where people are going to be energy vampires. People are going to walk all over you. You're not that person anymore. And I also see that you may have some fears about maybe you're wondering whether you're ever going to find someone. Divine Feminine, I feel as though you have yourself, and if you're not going to find anybody, at least you have yourself. You love yourself. So I feel like some of you guys need to spend more time with yourselves instead of like just looking for relationships, because I feel like, again, you just need to strike a balance. And the last one is King of Water. So I feel like, again, Divine Feminine, I feel like you're very intuitive right now. You're very your intuition is on point. And I feel like that you have a lot of compassion for your Divine Masculine, but you don't exactly condone the way he's been treating you. So I feel like, again, you're like have boundaries up anyway. So, but you just want someone trustworthy. You want someone compassionate, respected, cultured. And I feel like this is what your soulmate is giving you. And I feel like right now you're just wondering why exactly is my soulmate not exactly making a move on you. They're being careful and cautious. So I feel like, again, Divine Feminine, that they too are a little bit scared. They see you as a goddess, and they don't exactly know how to approach a goddess. But they're not going to let you go either. They're not going to mistreat you. But I just feel like, again, they're very emotionally available. So I feel like, again, this king that I keep on picking up on, I do feel as though it's a soulmate. So I feel like some of you may meet a soulmate this weekend. You could be going out to a party or a family gathering, or it could be something, of that nature. I do just see community around. And I feel like, again, this king does know what he wants. But I feel like right now it's a matter of timing that is actually the issue. So I feel like, again, Divine Feminine, if you're trying to rush things, don't just sit back, let things unfold. So yeah, that is it for Divine Feminine. So what is going on with Divine Masculine? So the deck I'll be using for Divine Masculine is the Santo Muerte Tarot by Fabio Listrani. So let's see what's going on with Divine Masculine. God dang, I can't shuffle the cards today. Oh well. So the first card out is the Tower. Ooh, so I feel like Divine Feminine, what I'm seeing for your Divine Masculine is that they're obviously self-explanatory, a tower, but I feel like this tower is very much like they're lost right now. They don't exactly know where they're going. They don't exactly know what decision to make, and they've always made decisions in service to others, and now they're seeing that that's not the way to live, and they're confused because they don't exactly know how any other way to live, and they're very scared of growth right now. So I feel like they're trying to run for their heels, so the divine is actually pelting them with a tower. It could evolve into this divine storm, which is a more evolved version of a tower that happens when you're resisting the divine. And I also feel as though Divine Masculine may be trying to, I do see Divine Masculine trying to, if he was in school before, or he might be going back to school, he might be studying. I feel like, again, Divine Masculine is realizing that he needs change. So I feel like, again, he's actually looking into some sort of, classes. But I feel like, again, Divine Masculine just, he's sick of the way he's living, and he just wants to go back to the old him. But he doesn't exactly know if that's possible. He feels as though he's too far gone from that person. But he wants to be that person again. And the next card is the King of Pentacles. So I feel like Divine Masculine wants to invest in this situation more Divine Feminine. He wants to bring communication to her, but he doesn't exactly know how to do that at the moment. So I feel like he's trying to avoid it at the moment. So I feel like he's actually throwing himself into his work. I feel like he's trying to improve himself financially. I feel like Divine Masculine has fallen upon hard times, so he has to be a little bit more. I feel like he was stingy with his money. So I think there's like marrying going on between the twins. And now Divine Masculine is like saying, you know what? In order to get something, I have to lose something. So I feel like he's being a little bit more flexible when it comes to spending money, but he's being careful at the same time. And what I see is that Divine Masculine feels like very trapped right now. He feels like he's always going to do familial expectations. Like, I feel like he could be a father figure, or he could be like a leader, and he feels so pressure on him, so he feels the need to get away from that. He wants something. I see solar plexus chakra activations happening for Divine Masculine. And I feel like, again, Divine Masculine is also stepping into his personal power. And what I see for you, for Divine Masculine is that, he's afraid of his own power. So I feel like he's actually going to conquer that fear pretty soon. And I feel like he might have a secret stash for the karmic. So I don't exactly think that he's actually sharing money with the karmic anymore. I feel like he's determined to cut her off. And he doesn't know exactly how to do that right now, but he knows he has to put measures into the future. So the next card is the Ace of Wands. But I feel like he has much passion toward the Divine Feminine. He's looking in her rose color classes right now and seeing her for the goddess that she is. He wants to come in and just, I feel like, again, he's fantasizing about her. He may have a thing about corrupting you, but he's also going to make sure that you're, like, I feel like, again, Catholic school uniform, because he sees you as a very powerful, very divine, but yet at the same time you're paradoxically innocent and pure, and he wants to be that protector of you. I feel like he feels very overprotective of you right now, Divine Feminine. I feel like, again, he feels competition, and he wants to eliminate the competition. But I feel like also at the same time he feels insecure because he feels like some part of it deserves it. But it also saying that he's also manifesting this connection anyway. And I feel like, again, I feel like karmic may actually did black magic, but I feel like, again, that the Divine Masculine is no longer being affected by that black magic. So no matter what the karmic's doing right now, I feel like the Divine Masculine is too focused on Divine Feminine, and he's wondering, like, if the Divine Feminine is thinking about him as much as he's thinking of her. I feel like he's thinking of her obsessively. He's obsessed with her right now. And the next card is the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like Divine Masculine is, like, very much ruminating at the moment. He's seeing that things right now are a little bit hostile. He feels like Divine Feminine is very hostile. So I feel like, again, I think that he's right to an extent, because I feel like Divine Feminine, he feels like Divine Feminine is very unreasonable, very angry at him, and he acknowledges that he's in the wrong, but he doesn't exactly know how to make it up for Divine Feminine. But he hopes that Divine Feminine will be very fair-minded when he does approach. So I feel like Divine Masculine is waiting for Divine Feminine to let go of this anger so he could go toward her. So I feel like again, Divine Feminine, we still do want contact. I feel like again, you just have to be receptive and opening and loving. And I feel like Divine Masculine is also, I feel like that he's just more worried about his money right now. He's worried about just, providing for himself. I feel like Divine Masculine wants to strike out on his own, but he just doesn't know how to see it. He doesn't know how to do it. He just doesn't know. Whenever he sees a karmic, he just sees nothing. And he's like, some part of him is still staying with the karmic because it's comfortable. And I feel like Divine Masculine has a fear of being alone anyway. But I do feel as though this karmic situation with him is actually coming to a close. But there's 4 of Cups. So I feel like, again, he feels like Divine Feminine is very uninterested in him. And that he's like a thing of the past. And he feels very saddened by it. He's like wondering, maybe I'm too late. And he's like saying, you know what? I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. And I just don't get it. I just don't. I'm actually streaming right now on Charlotte, so please be quiet. Just put it on a low volume. Low volume? A low volume until So yeah, pardon me about it. I'm like in a group home, so there's gonna be some noise in the background. So what I'm seeing for you is that I feel like he might be crying a lot. He might be wondering what exactly is going on with you, and he doesn't understand. I feel like he's wondering if you moved on. There's also strength, but I feel like, again, Divine Masculine's self-defeating energy is going to be temporary. He's going to snap out of it and realize that he has the strength to change the situation. All he has to do is try. And I think that's all you're asking, for him to just be authentic, to go after what he wants. And I also see that his spirit guides are actually pushing him towards you anyway, because I feel like Divine Masculine is like wanting things to be perfect. He's wanting things, like when he makes that offer, he thinks that he's a man that like someone that's very wealthy, very together, that he'll finally be worthy of you. He doesn't understand that he is worthy of you. He just has to, stop caring about what other people think. And I think that Divine Masculine knows that, but he's also a little bit scared about it too. He's like wondering that he wants someone perfect, and he wants to say that he's not perfect. Next card is the 10 of Wands. So what I'm seeing is that Divine Masculine feels is going to let go of these burdens pretty soon. And these burdens for Divine Masculine I feel like, again, this is just expectations. He's going to start screwing. He's like going to say, screw what everybody says. I'm just going to go out there what I want. And I feel like it's only a matter of time before Divine Masculine ends up going on his own personal journey. So I feel like, again, the next card is the 3 of Cups. But I feel like Divine Masculine might be getting a little bit drunk this weekend. He might actually be going with his addictions. And I feel like, again, he feels lost. He wants to reconcile with Divine Feminine. But again, he just doesn't have the confidence right now. He needs to get that confidence. So I feel like, again, this is why Divine Masculine hasn't contacted you yet, because he needs to get that confidence with you. And when I see for you, Divine Feminine,
I don't know that the dishes
is that I don't exactly think that contact's going to come in this weekend, but I do feel as though Divine Masculine is thinking you have the time in your life and you've forgotten about him. And he's like saying, you know what, maybe we're the greatest love story that was ever told, but the reason it never worked is because I was too much a victim of my fears. And he's victimizing himself right now. I feel like, again, he's just going to be digging his head in the sand and just wishing that his feelings for you would go away, but they're not going to go away. 2 of Cups. But he does see you as his one and only. He does see you as marriage material. He does want a child with you if you're like a childbearing age. But he's wondering if that's like too far in the future. Like maybe that's never going to happen. But he wants to, I feel like again he's being receptive to you in a 5D. And he's actually giving you telepathic thoughts. So I feel like again you may feel unconditional love well up in you. And this is your divine masculine talking to you. He's saying that I love you. And I hope that you give me another chance one day when I find things out. I hope it's not too late. And maybe it is too late, but I'm going to make sure that when I come at you, I am going to be authentic. And you're going to be, he's like saying, I really just hope you don't hate me.
It's almost 10:30.
And the second to last card is 10 of Swords, but I feel like again divine masculine is in the dark night of his soul anyway. He's what I feel like again he just doesn't see left from right from wrong right now, and I think that's because he's avoiding his feelings and he's trying to be rational. He's trying to be rigid and controlling. So I feel like again he's trying to actually control this whole situation with divine feminine, and again he just doesn't need to control. He just needs to let go and just go toward her. And the last card is the 5 of Cups. So I feel like again divine masculine is going to be in a very more low mood this weekend. I feel like again he just doesn't see the way forward toward her. So I feel like again he's being stubborn. I know it. He just doesn't need to have a master plan. He just needs to just do what he's being instructed to do, and he's not listening. He feels he's working within the confines of his self-imprisonment, when the divine just wants him to break free of that imprisonment and go after what he wants. Because I feel like divine masculine knows that divine feminine will take him back, but I feel like he's second guessing that because he's not exactly treated her the best. So yeah, so that will be it for divine masculine. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you another time. Namaste.